Hey, what's up, guys? It's Amplified with Jordan Emanuel. Today, I have manifested my guest. I was really wanting to interview a chef, and here we have Mr. Chef Corwin.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Usually, I like to have my guests introduce themselves,
Okay.
so let us know what you have going on, what you do, where you come from, all the tea.
Bet. My name is Chef Corwin Hemming. I live here in Brooklyn, New York. I have a ton of experience in a bunch of different cuisines, ranging from my Jamaican background. I grew up in Atlanta in the South. I have a bunch of Michelin star restaurants under my resume, and so I just have a ton of experience. I currently own and operate my own platform, Chef Corwin Hemming LLC, where I do pretty much anything, creative projects to meal preps to food at the end of the day for whoever.
That's amazing. So when you say creative projects, you mean like related to food or just generally speaking?
It's multifaceted. It's still growing. I'm still trying to figure out what that looks like long term, whether it's a restaurant or resort, whether it's video content and Instagram based, but it all comes full circle into like my vision and what I believe can drive and change the world through food.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we definitely are going to be focused on food, but through the lens of music.
Okay.
So I'm curious, is there a relationship between when you're cooking or when you're serving the food? What are like some of the songs, or like is there a correlation between the sounds in your head and the recipes that you're bringing into fruition?
I personally like to use music as the relaxation piece of it.
Okay.
You know, when guests are sitting there and I'm doing a private event, for example, if I were cooking for you or some friends, I'm definitely gonna ask you guys, like, what type of music do you like to listen to? And I'm gonna tap into a playlist that kind of just sets you at ease, and you're gonna notice it subtly and it adds an element to the bigger picture. So I like to use it as, you know, a way to elevate the entire vibe and then like control the energy and the environment which we're in.
Okay, that's amazing. We're gonna make some playlists.
Bet.
So, what would your playlist be if you are preparing a romantic dinner? Like, what are some songs that would be on that playlist?
So there's two things. I think the R&B game is kind of dominated by a lot of young, talented women right now that don't have the platform or don't get enough shine. So I listen to anywhere from, I think her is one of my favorite female artists. I've seen her live in person. She's crazy talented. She plays a lot of different instruments, but I also like the vibe of like LMA. Kiana Lede is another artist that I listen to. So just a bunch of different artists that I enjoy their music and I listen to with my wife. And so we play it while we're folding clothes or in the car or cooking together.
Okay.
And then another one I would say is like a jazz house music type of vibe, not like the EDM bumping, but something that's smooth, that where the beat builds. I can mix a playlist between the two of those and just kind of like create a mood essentially through that.
Amazing. So, what about if it was a brunch playlist? You got some mimosas, you might be out on the patio, a little sunshine, daytime.
I'm going straight Afro beats.
Okay, I like that.
My Jamaican background, I love reggae, reggaeton, UK grime, Afro beats. I kind of like group this all into like one category. And so I definitely think that that's like where people are listening to now. You know, people are definitely want something upbeat that they can kind of like dance to while they're sitting and enjoying, but not also it'd be like quite a hip hop brunch, but still controlled.
Still lit, but still like you can enjoy your meal.
You're gonna be pulling out your Shazam all
table.
brunch, being like, where can I get this song from? Who curated this playlist? Who's the DJ? You know, that's kind of like what I try to lean into.
Okay. And the last one is a dinner party.
I'm probably gonna curate something that doesn't have words, more just instrumentals, more beats. So it's a little bit harder to find that genre of music, and it takes a lot more to curate that. I'm also not great at like making a straight through playlist, so I just will throw it on there, and it makes sense to me because I put it on there and it will resonate in a time in my life. But hitting the shuffle and just letting that rock and just controlling the vibe. Okay.
Favorite song right now?
Never Gonna Know by Nipsey Hussle.
Favorite album?
I'm gonna say that's a toss-up between The Blueprint by Jay-Z and Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Favorite song ever?
It would be the first one I said by Nipsey Hussle. That's like my probably top played song, just because I had experienced him in 2009 before he blew up. At Howard University. He came to homecoming, he performed, and I've listened to his music ever since then. And then him passing away a couple of years ago, I still feel like he's alive in his music, so I play his music every single time I'm in the car, have headphones on, I'll switch playlists and go back to it. I can't put a favorite song on it though.
Okay. What's your favorite music video?
Favorite music video? I probably haven't watched a music video since 2004. It's a dying art that is still pretty relevant.
I don't believe that.
The people still make them, but there's no showcase for it as there used to be when we were growing up. Like
Vivo, YouTube, we're still looking at it on Instagram clips, TikTok clips. Yeah, there's not a countdown.
Rockable by Aaliyah.
Oh, that's iconic.
That is a very iconic music video.
Totally iconic. What is your signature dance move?
My signature dance move. Oh man, if I let my friends tell this, my boy Vlad said it best. He's like, if you see Corwin with his hands in the air, you know he's having a good time. So it's kind of like I'm just like getting lit in a party and like both hands are up. That's
okay. What was the most important album of your teens?
King by T.I.
Okay.
I grew up right outside Atlanta in Stone Mountain.
Okay.
And I mean, just calling yourself a king and understanding that there's other people can be kings next to you, that's like empowering as a black man.
Yeah.
And so that was just also, Atlanta was just crazy with music back then. So everything coming out we set the trend for a lot.
It was popping. My mom's from Atlanta, and her mom and T.I.'s grandma were friends.
Okay.
And I remember that era. See, he didn't survive his jail stint the way that Lil Wayne did. I don't think he recovered in the same way. But when he was...
That was his prime. King was his best album.
That 100%. Was insane. That run was insane. Okay, so that was rapid fire.
Okay, I survived.
You survived.
Clearly.
Next, we're going to do the verses portion. Okay. So these are ones that I've come up with, or they're ones that were already done by the actual verses with Timbaland and Swiss Beats.
Okay.
Beyonce versus Aaliyah.
I almost wore my Aaliyah t-shirt here today.
Really?
Definitely Beyonce talent-wise, but I favor Aaliyah more as artist. But Beyonce's also in a category. She's Tom Brady, Serena Williams, LeBron James, like kind of just tucked away, and I don't think that's a good. I think there's different singers that we could have matched up against her, but Beyonce talent-wise.
Okay. Britney versus Christina.
I have no skin in this game. I didn't really listen to their music growing up.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Not a little genie in the bottle?
I mean, I heard it, but it's like, it's not.
There was no preference.
Yeah, no preference.
Okay.
We'll call it a 50-50 draw on that one.
So then I'm going to skip, well, maybe the next one you will have. Okay. Madonna versus Cher.
Madonna.
Okay. Swiss Beats versus Timbaland.
Timbaland.
Scott Storch versus Manny Fresh.
Ooh, I'm going Manny Fresh 100%.
Same. Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. My parents. Growing up.
Did you watch it?
I didn't.
You did?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did you think?
They were dressed to a T, fly as hell.
Ashanti versus Keshi Cole.
Keshi Cole is the better singer, but Ashanti is just Ashanti. Like her and Ja Rule back in the 2000s were just like an undefeated duo. And I think Ashanti isn't as good of a singer as Keshi Cole, but I'm gonna go Ashanti.
Okay.
Just because she's fly as hell.
Okay, period. Where can people find you? What's coming up next for you?
You can find me on Instagram at Mr_Hemming. That's my Instagram handle. You can also visit my website where I try to showcase my products, the projects I'm working on. It's chefcorwinhemming.com. And I'm working on a dinner series right now that is taken shape. I've done 2 here in New York City. One was for New Year's Eve. The other was for St. Patrick's Day. I'm trying to turn it into a multi-city play where I can go and put people in a position to win. It doesn't have to always be about me being the star or the focal point of the event, because I'm not from everywhere, and I think that in doing this I want to see new places too. But I also want to bring on food vendors and people that are doing really cool stuff with food that can help curate just dope events to bring people like you out to as well.
Amazing. Yeah. That's awesome. So we'll have to check everything out.
For sure.
Thank you so much for coming and joining me today despite our few issues. I appreciate your patience.
You're only as good as your help, and the help you got today was awesome.
Fantastic.
So,
A1.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.